Before every new week begins, there is a sacred opportunity that many ignore. People prepare their schedules, make lists, set goals, and plan their tasks, but forget the most important preparation of all, the preparation of the soul. Without silence, the noise of the world takes control. Without stillness, anxiety governs every step. And without listening to God, even the most brilliant plans collapse under the weight of distractions. The truth is that silence is not emptiness, it's fullness. It is in silence that we find the answers that no book, no mentor, no screen can give. Silence is the sacred space where the voice of God resonates. And if you want to start a new week not just surviving, but living with clarity and strength, you need to learn to silence your soul and open your inner ear to Him. The Bible reminds us, "Be still, and know that I am God." This is not a suggestion, it is a command. The world insists that we move faster, that we consume more, that we chase relentlessly. But God whispers the opposite. Slow down, listen, rest in me. In the chaos of modern life, the ability to be still becomes an act of rebellion, and in that rebellion lies the key to spiritual freedom. Think about how you start your weeks. Do you begin already anxious, thinking of everything you need to do, all the problems waiting for you? Or do you pause to breathe, to reflect, to listen? The chosen know that the secret to a victorious week is not only in external preparation, but in spiritual alignment. Because when your soul is aligned with God, even the storms cannot shake you. The first step to silencing the soul is recognizing the noise that fills it. Sometimes it is not the sounds around you but the voices inside you. Constant worries, fears about the future, memories of the past. Your mind screams, but your spirit whispers. And the whisper of the Spirit is where God speaks. That is why you need to create space. Space to breathe, space to pray, space to simply be. Without this, the week begins with weight instead of lightness. When you silence the soul, you discover something powerful. God has been speaking to you all along. He does not scream, because He does not need to. He is not in the earthquake, nor in the fire, nor in the storm. He is in the gentle whisper, as the scriptures say. And if you never stop to listen, you miss the very instructions that could transform your days. Silence is not absence of action, that is the foundation of right action. The person who listens before acting does not waste energy. They walk with purpose. That is why Jesus Himself sought solitude before making great decisions. He withdrew to the mountains, to gardens, to deserted places. If the Son of God needed silence to hear the Father, how much more do we need it? Before the new week, separate a moment for yourself. Disconnect from the phone, from notifications, from the endless flow of demands. Sit in silence, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. Breathe deeply, let the noise of thoughts pass like waves. And in this silence, invite God. Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening. This simple act has the power to change everything, because when you start the week aligned with Him, nothing can unbalance you. Silencing the soul also means surrendering control. Many times we drown in anxiety because we want to predict and dominate everything. But the truth is that control is an illusion. We do not control tomorrow, we only control whether we trust the one who already holds tomorrow in His hands. Silence teaches us surrender, and surrender teaches us peace. Imagine a new week beginning not with fear, but with confidence. Not with confusion, but with clarity. Not with exhaustion, but with renewed strength. This is possible when you enter the silence of the soul and hear the voice of God. He does not promise the absence of storms, but He promises presence in the midst of them. And when you know He is with you, you walk with an unshakable heart. The voice of God often comes as guidance. Maybe you are at a crossroads, not knowing which decision to make. In silence, He gives you clarity. Sometimes His voice comes as comfort. In the middle of your pain, you feel His whisper saying, "You are not alone." Sometimes His voice comes as correction, showing paths you need to abandon. But no matter how it comes, His voice always leads to life. Many live weeks, months, years, without ever hearing Him because they never stop to listen. They live in constant noise, always surrounded by screens, conversations, and rush. But those who are chosen know, without silence, there is no revelation. Without silence, there is no intimacy. Without silence, there is no transformation. That is why silence must become your discipline, not your escape. It is not about running away from responsibilities, but about strengthening yourself to face them. It is not about hiding from life, but about connecting with the source of life. It is not about doing nothing, but about doing the most important thing, listening. If you want to transform your week, begin with silence. Begin by cleansing your mind of clutter, your heart of anxiety, your soul of fear. In this space, God will fill you with wisdom, peace, and direction. And when the noise of the world returns as it always does, you will be able to walk with serenity, because you already know who guides your steps. Before the new week, silence your soul and hear the voice of God. Do not let another week begin with the same burdens, the same rush, the same anxiety. Choose to pause, to listen, to connect, and you will see that what once seemed impossible will become possible, because you are no longer walking by yourself. You are walking guided by the eternal motivation you need, where your awareness expands and your soul finds direction.